Welcome to Research Business Daily Report, named one of the top podcasts in marketing research, and this industry's only daily research video report. It's made possible by RBDR's exclusive community at the crowdfunding platform patreon.com/RBDR. I'm Bob Lederer, for 25 years, a respected voice in market research. Who among us doesn't love having a captive audience? Well, I certainly do, especially if I could arrange to have one for each edition of RBDR. But a captive audience is not always a captive audience, and not quite as impressive when that audience is being induced to do so, and even worse, when it is publicly criticized when the people in that audience kind of turn away. And when data capture is implemented as a component in that audience captivity, well, the University of Alabama football program is collecting tracking data about its students who attend the team's home games at Bryant-Denny Stadium. The idea is to control and preserve their attendance in the student section for the full 60 minutes of every game. Now, to an outsider, and even to some of the students who are in touch with what is taking place, this tracking is a little Orwellian. To a privacy advocate, which disproportionately probably describes young people, the University of Alabama football team tracking of its students using an app from FanMaker is somewhat concerning. Now, university officials claim they only track the 17,000 students who can fit in the stadium on game day in that student section if their mobile phones are on. Electronic Frontier Foundation lawyer Adam Schwartz has some doubts, and he can point to tracking that takes place at other places in the university systems as use of that kind of tracking data. In fact, exactly the kind of tracking data that FanMaker makes available. Alabama's version of the FanMaker app awards 100 points to student game attendees, and then a bonus 250 points to those kids if they hang around until the clock runs out. The reward over the horizon is preferred access. That's preferred access, not guaranteed access, to attend Alabama postseason bowl games. At the first 2019 home game at the stadium this year, wilting 100-degree weather wore out the student section pretty early, and it understandably also thinned due to the weather and the home team's usual easy victory, 62-10 at this situation. And yet, football coach Nick Saban expressed his extreme dissatisfaction with what had happened. The game tracking is apparently in place as one means by the athletic department and/or the university to respond to continuing public complaints from Saban about his need to maintain a filled student section. And why is that so important to Nick Saban? Well, it impresses, he says, high school players who he is recruiting and who are visiting an Alabama football game on any given weekend. One student may have had the actual best solution to the emptying student section, suggesting allow the sale of beer. That's your Research Business Daily Report. It's been made possible by our crowdfunding platform at patreon.com/RBDR. Our video series is produced thanks to the interest and generosity of regular viewers. We work diligently every day to make it worth their investment in RBDR, but we also are concerned about the quality of what we present to all of you, and we'd like to continue the service. And so we believe that if viewers, whether you watch us 1, 2, 3, or 4 times a week, would recognize the hours it actually takes to produce each episode of RBDR, well, you might actually get a sense as to why it's worth your while to pitch in a little bit of support. Phil Reeve of Reeve Associates is the latest research executive to do just that, and we thank you, Phil. We trust the 5 minutes that any RBDR viewer spends with our video on any given day is considered time well spent, or otherwise you wouldn't be doing it. While the internet is rightfully perceived as a free zone, we think that a $5 or a $10 or whatever comfortable level of monthly patronage that you as a person or your company can afford is also highly reasonable. So please visit patreon.com/RBDR and provide some support to our video series. Have a great research day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.